and I haven't released this yet because it's wild. But basically, like we roll the car window down, and then I take my body out, so I'm like my whole body's like, so, and I'm getting like fucked, and it's like my whole body, you could see it, and it's like I'm titties out, obviously, and it's like all these people, I'm like screaming loud as fuck, and all these people walking by are like,
what is happening?
Yeah. And then eventually, like, we had like people like just trailing us, like all these cars were following us, and they were just all like recording like me like getting like railed outside the car.
It's hot though, right?
Yeah.
You're like, it's so hot. Or I did a scene just for my website, which was really cool, where I fucked a girl in the back of my car, and Cade would drive around, and then he would be like, hey, excuse me, sir, can you give me directions to this place? And the guy would like lean in, and then me and my girlfriend are just like fucking in the background, and he's like, what's happening over there? And then you're gonna make 2 lefts and 2 rights. So that was like really funny.
LMFAO, you must have a good radar with knowing which guys are about it and which guys are gonna be like,
yeah, but it's even better when they're like, it's even better when they get like pissed off, you know?
Because they're like, fuck you, bitch. Like, why are you doing that?
Yeah. I'm like, all right, see you later. I'm gonna eat this pussy.
Can you imagine if we were men? We would be in jail.
For sure. Thank God.
Yeah, luckily I'm a horny girl.
So thank you for the 20 bits, Calston, and I saw your movie request. Your time with Kiss the Sins out in public was good content.
I loved fucking Kiss the Sins, dude.
Me and Kiss the Sins are a dangerous duo. So we got put in the news in Costa Rica because we were fucking on the beach during like family vacation. And I know it's like terrible. Sorry, guys. But like all of a sudden the Costa Rican news and newspapers said like 3 porn stars and Johnny Sins come to town, and 2 of them are fucking on the beach, and it was like all over the fucking news.
Let me be in there with you.
But we're so drunk. So.
Next vacation.
She's hot, Jessie. You can follow her socials if you think she's hot.
I loved fucking Kiss the Sins. I felt very seen with her. Like when we fucked, I was like, we are making sense right now.
She pays attention. She like gives you 100% of her person, you know?
I love fucking Johnny Sins too. They just equally match.
Johnny Sins' head is really nice to fuck too.
Like his head, like his penis.
Just rub, like just cover it in lube, and then just like sit on top of his bald head and like go in between letting him eat you out and rubbing it on his bald head. Dude, like fucking his bald head is that's a $1 million head right there. Like
he did like get his bald head and like just kind of like headbutt my pussy, but he kind of had stubble, so I was like, oh,
no, it's so scratchy. It's got to be freshly shaved.
But it, like my juice is like soaked his like scalp. I like people like that who are just creatively nasty, and it's not even like gonna help me come. I just want to just do weird shit.
Yeah, like the best type of sex is where you just don't know where like one person begins and one person ends, and you're just like literally like you're like, let me fuck your elbow, you know? Yeah, like give me this arm, let me see your knee.
I liked fucking Kiss It because it was like she was always licking something. She was always like And I've gotten better at that. Like now I'm always like.
All right, there you go, guys. If you're asking who the hot Asian woman is, it's right there. You see that link in chat? Just keep checking it out. So thank you, Kobe Bryant. So let's see, we have some other like specific questions. What's a belief that you hold with which many people disagree? Oh, that's a good question.
Like a good one that's not obviously something I obviously believe in, because obviously I believe sluts can change the world. Yeah, and that's duh.
Mm-hmm. I think just from reading a lot of stuff, because like before you came on, I did a lot of like, let me read all your interviews. Research. Yeah, I feel like something, if I were to answer that question for you, it would be like how you're like having a community with content creators. Because I don't think a lot of people or a lot of content creators would agree with that idea, because the whole idea of jealousy or like, oh, you're gonna steal or take my fans is like a real fear for a lot of girls.
It's so stupid.
But it is stupid. It's a very stupid idea. So
we grow more exchanging information. I guess like a belief I hold that many people agree with is winners focus on winning and losers focus on winners. Like,
I love that.
It's community over competition every day. And it's just like, I mean, the longer you're focusing on like, why is this person doing better than me? Oh, it's because she's hotter than me. Oh, it's like that's time and energy you could have focused on just becoming better. Exactly. Like I understand that I may not be the sexiest girl and I can't deep throat because I'm a loser, but I focus on my strengths, you know, and like people don't even know I can't deep throat besides when I just announced it right now, because it's like it's just like I have so much enthusiasm. I focus on what I can control.
Yeah,
you know?
of course, of course. Let's see. How do I control them with this thing? What do you mean? What do you mean? What does that even mean?
What?
You mentioned that you think girls should be more open with their bodies. Being a professional, do you feel that men should have the confidence of an attractive woman that maintain body positivity? I'm not really quite sure the question. Maybe you could rephrase it.
I think like men and women should just be happy with their bodies, but always like just chase fulfillment. Like if you want to be like a super duper big bimbo with giant fake titties, you deserve respect. If you want to be fucking all natural, then you deserve respect. If you have a small dick, you deserve respect. It doesn't fucking matter as long, like the sexiest thing is confidence, and no one can notice when you're bloated, or no one notices when you're like smelling weird or feeling off, but everyone can feel when you're insecure.
Exactly. It's all about the charisma you give off.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's a hobby that you'll never understand?
Gangbanging. Like,
wait, what?
Like, I love getting gangbanged. It's like my hobby.
Oh, but that you'll never understand.
Oh,
I was like, wait.
No, oh, I thought like the world doesn't understand. I don't know. I understand all hobbies.
I'm trying to
I guess I don't understand the hobby of being like a fucking hater. Like, I don't have like one hater bone in my body. I feel like some people
trolling. I don't understand trolling, because for most people that's their fucking hobby.
I'm not a petty person. I don't like fighting. I'm not confrontational. I'm not a gossipy person, and I don't think it's hard. Like I wasn't raised on like tribalistic like us versus them mentalities. So like any negative like opinion I have on someone, it doesn't fucking matter. Like I can what I think about you is none of my what I think about you is none of your business. Like I can really hate you right now, but it doesn't matter. I can still like be in a society. I don't hate you. I love you. I cherish you with all my heart.
The look, I'm like,
no way.
Trolling can be an art form if done right, Adriana. But I think in the current climate, I think trolling has morphed into something different. I think trolling 10 years ago and even 5 years ago is not what trolling is today, because in the current climate with the political issues and just all of these other like gender like equal issues and everything like that, people feel very threatened. So you can't troll the same way. It's morphed into I'm gonna hurt your feelings type trolling versus hey, this is funny, ha ha.
There's no
right.
It's so hard to have like a good sport of trolling. I recently got trolled on a YouTube video with Churdleys. I don't know if you know them, where they trolled me into doing the dishes. That's funny. I would never do the dishes otherwise. But they like they told me like, hey, we're doing a YouTube video. And then and they were like, but the plot is you're doing the dishes. And I just did it.
And you're like, all right.
And I was like, wait a minute, am I just doing your fucking dishes?
And they're like, yeah, and how many dishes are done?
That's fun trolling. Now, bad trolling is like destroying my life.
Yeah.
Not funny.
Like for me, like the like fucking like when someone was like, hey, have you ever heard of I was talking about diseases in the height of the pandemic with a scientist on Twitch.
Oh, word.
And someone in Twitch chat was like, hey, have you ever heard of like ligma? Like what about that ligma disease?
Ligma
and I was like, what is ligma to the scientist? And he starts laughing and everyone's laughing and I'm like, what do you mean? And then the guy writes in chat like, lick my balls. And I'm like, oh my fucking God. Like that's good trolling.
That's fun trolling. Like
getting swatted is not good trolling.
Not fun trolling. It's also not hard to be fun trolling. Like, Like I don't think I've ever hurt anyone's feelings. No, I definitely have. I've heard so many.